May 26, 1941. The most powerful warship on Earth is running for home. She's already sunk one of Britain's greatest battle cruisers in under 4 minutes. Dozens of British ships are chasing her across the Atlantic, and losing. Then, out of nowhere, a slow, wobbly biplane made of cloth and wood, a plane so outdated the Germans laughed at it, drops one single torpedo. That one torpedo doesn't sink her, but it seals her fate. This is the story of the Bismarck, and the 50 cents worth of luck that brought her down. Welcome to Armor History. Today we are talking about how one torpedo sank the world's most feared battleship. The Bismarck was Germany's pride. Over 250 meters long. More than 50,000 tons of steel. 8 massive 15-inch guns that could hit a target 20 miles away. Thick armor built to shrug off enemy shells. When she sailed in May 1941, she wasn't just a ship. She was a message to the world: Germany rules the seas. Her first mission was simple but terrifying. Break into the Atlantic. Hunt down British supply convoys. Starve Britain into surrender. Britain knew what was at stake. If the Bismarck got loose in the open ocean, she could sink ship after ship, and almost nothing could stop her. So the Royal Navy sent everything they had to find her first. On May 24, the British battlecruiser HMS Hood intercepted the Bismarck in the Denmark Strait. The Hood was a legend. Britain's pride, just like the Bismarck was Germany's. The two ships opened fire on each other within minutes. Then it happened. A German shell smashed through the Hood's deck and reached her ammunition storage. The ship exploded. Split in half. Sank in under 4 minutes. Out of over 1,400 men on board, only 3 survived. The whole world was stunned. Britain's greatest warship was gone in the time it takes to boil an egg. Now the mission changed. This wasn't about protecting convoys anymore. This was personal. Winston Churchill gave a simple order: sink the Bismarck. For the next 2 days, dozens of British ships hunted the Bismarck across the Atlantic. Battleships. Cruisers. Destroyers. Aircraft carriers. Britain threw almost its entire home fleet into the search. But the Bismarck had a plan. She was fast, and she was heading for occupied France, where German aircraft and U-boats could protect her. If she reached that safety, she'd be nearly impossible to touch. And she was close. Very close. The British ships were falling behind. Fuel was running low. Some commanders were starting to think the Bismarck might actually get away. Then, one ship still had a chance to slow her down. The aircraft carrier HMS Ark Royal. The Ark Royal's planes were called Swordfish. Old biplanes. Slow. Made mostly of canvas stretched over a metal frame. Pilots joked they were flying antiques. The Germans didn't even think they were worth shooting at with their big anti-aircraft guns. The Swordfish flew so slow that modern gun aiming systems struggled to track them. On the evening of May 26, 15 Swordfish took off in terrible weather. Rain. Wind. Low clouds. They found the Bismarck and dove in low, skimming just above the waves to drop their torpedoes. Most of the torpedoes missed or hit the thick armor along her sides and did nothing. But one torpedo didn't hit the armor. It struck the stern, near the rudder. The explosion jammed the Bismarck's rudder at an angle. Just like that, the most powerful ship in the world lost the ability to steer properly. She began turning in slow, helpless circles, unable to escape toward safety. One single torpedo, from one aging plane, had done what dozens of warships couldn't. She was crippled, and she couldn't run anymore. By the morning of May 27, the British fleet had caught up. Two battleships, HMS Rodney and HMS King George V, opened fire from close range. Cruisers closed in two. The Bismarck fought back hard, but with her steering wrecked, she couldn't maneuver to avoid the shells. British guns tore her apart, deck by deck. After close to 2 hours of pounding, the Bismarck was a burning wreck, dead in the water. British torpedoes finished the job. She rolled over and sank beneath the waves. Out of a crew of over 2,200 men, only about 115 survived. The British stopped their rescue early after reports of a possible U-boat nearby, leaving many men behind in the freezing water. The most feared battleship in the world was gone. Brought down not just by battleships and cruisers, but by one torpedo from a plane that looked like it belonged in a museum. The Bismarck story teaches us something militaries still remember today. It doesn't matter how big, strong, or advanced your weapon is. One small weakness, hit at exactly the right moment, can bring down even the mightiest machine ever built. Sometimes the deciding blow doesn't come from the strongest force on the battlefield. It comes from the one nobody was watching. If you enjoyed this story, hit subscribe so you don't miss the next one. We cover legendary tanks, planes, and battles every week. And let me know in the comments, do you think the Bismarck could have escaped if that one torpedo had missed? I read every comment, so drop your thoughts below. See you in the next video.